Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Shutdoor or Doorshutter coming back to you with episode 19 of Shutdoor's 1.16.5 mod pack. And today we are going to finalize the Molten Blood or Blazing Blood automation thing. We're going to get two ender chests here. I'm not 100% sure how I want to do this or how I go about doing this. But we'll figure it out in this episode here. So I'm thinking we want to do something with this whole thing here, right? Because we have an entangled block down here, right? So if we actually interact with this in another way, which I'm guessing we could do some pipes action, or we could do modular routers. Let's actually just do modular routers. We have, a puller and a sender upgrade. Might as well. So the only thing that should be going in this chest is empty buckets, basically, right? So we want to pull in whitelist buckets from the front, right? We're going to pull those in and we're going to send those buckets to the top. All right? So that means we should send this, should get sent to the top, and it should be in here now, right? So we're going to get like double the buckets. Sooner or later, we're going to get too many buckets, I think, but that's fine. So there's the first part of this problem. And we will need to just fill this in real quick. So let me grab some dirt. Okay. Throw this in here. And let's grab another sender and puller upgrade here real quick. So sender. And then puller. Okay. Sender. Oh, nope. Just accidentally threw the sender one back in, trying to half the thing. Okay, so then we'll need a lava bucket, empty bucket. Might as well need that as well. And we'll see what we can do here. Okay. So if we do... Alright, so we want this, right? We want that. Shift this. I'm going to have to mute the blazes real quick. Hold on. Blaze. Ambient. Burn. Hurt. Death. All those. Just mute them. Okay. So with this, we'll want to do shift this. We're going to do back. We're going to do transfer out of the router. We're going to force it. We're going to only do lava buckets, right? Okay. And then the entangled block, which we'll just set under here, which should be set to that. We can then do a puller of whitelist. And then we're going to pull from, that's going to be the bottom. So down. Okay. And that bucket, a sender, is actually going to send out this direction, right? To the front bucket whitelist. That should be good, right? So it should be sending every bucket in here. And that's that. That's basically that automated as much as we can get it for now, right? We're just going to put a piece of cobblestone back down here. I really don't have any stone on me. Need to do something with that sooner or later. But yeah, that should be getting blazing blood. Of course, this is going to be a very slow system until, let's just make sure everything's dead. Let's cover that up for a second. Let's grab the rest of our blaze spawners. Not what I meant to do. I don't know if I can actually place these then. No, I can just right click. So don't shift right click, just right click. Okay, and then shift right click, shift right click, shift right click, and then fly out. Awesome. So there's 3 of them down. And I actually kind of want to go in there and place like some sort of block like right here. so they don't spawn up there, hopefully. And we'll see if this works. And of course, we don't have like a spawn agitator or something, so it's just gonna take a minute for everything to spawn in the first place. But yeah, that's blazing blood. It's gonna take a while to get any amount of this, since we don't really have a good way of doing this yet. We need to get in Mind Factory Reloaded. I think that will be our next step, is getting further into Mind Factory Reloaded to make this a little bit more efficient. But I think for now, this hopefully will get us enough blazing blood to actually be feasible, I guess I would call it. We're also going to quickly dismantle this, place this down, just because we need to actually get a copper can. Well, actually, no, we don't really need a copper can of anything. We can just use this as it is. So I'll just grab that seared faucet. I don't actually know if we need to be specific with the basins and all that, but we'll go grab a table. What in the world? There's just 2 leads here. Okay. I think somebody killed the wandering trader. That's alright with me. Okay, what was I thinking? Got distracted. Oh yeah, we want... Actually, we want a tank. An ender tank. Okay. The reason we want an ender tank is because at the end of the day, we're going to be moving this fluid from point A to point B, right? It's kind of that is a summary of it, right? So let's just do yellow. Are you kidding me? Get out of my house. All right. We're going to place these down. We're just going to quickly make these all yellow for blazing blood. Very unique, very distinct, right? And we can actually probably... Seriously? I need to sleep real quick, so let me be right back. So one of the cool things about Tinker's Construct is... Tinker's Construct. I said that right. I don't know, it just sounded weird for me. Is that technically drains are, in a sense, an input and output for a multi-block, right? So these faucets are, in a sense, as well, just tubes, pipes. So what you can do is you can actually just hook up a fluid pipe and right-click it, and you'll actually be able to export any fluid you want out of it. So what that means is we can constantly just take that out. We don't need any redstone signal, no nothing. It's just that, right? And over time, we'll just fill that up. And you can see here that we actually have the other ender tank filling up as well, so that's pretty good. And over time, that'll just keep going. So now what we need to do is we need to go back up, go to the alloyer, where we're actually going to use this fluid, and we'll basically want to input out of this, right? So just pipe it, and there we go. So now we have the start of blazing blood, what we need to actually make Manulin and a few other resources. All right, so I think what I want to do is I'm going to make a, I don't know, do I want to make a melt or another foundry, or do I want to just make a scorcher? Or the melt. Do I want to make a foundry, or do I want to make a smeltery? I think I might just go make a small smeltery to actually get debris, because that's all we really need is smelted debris. But then again, I always could just make a drain here or something. I don't know. Let me think about it. I'll be right back with you. Alrighty, so we're basically going to make another little melter. This is basically the first here. But I don't really know where to, because this is supposed to be within a building, right? Remember? So I think I'm going to place it right here. Very, like, small and condensed here. Let's just place it. Actually, I don't know how small we can go with this, so I'm kind of curious. How small can we go with a smelter? Can we go, like, this small? Like, is this a possibility? Because if this is a possibility, I'm gonna laugh. I'm just kind of curious, actually. You can only put one singular item in it. Okay. Wait. Now we can put 2 items in it. Man, we're cruising. Okay. I was just messing. Let's actually get this going here. So I think what we'll do is actually put... Can we do that? Like, can we put the tank here, right? Can we do that? Well, we're about to find out. Because the thing is I need to smelt debris, but debris actually is only made using blazing blood. You can't use normal lava, right? So we're going to... I mean, that's a decent sized one, right? You could probably fit like 6 items in that, right? That work? Okay. That is actually 6 items. Okay, I'm fine with 6 items. I'll live with that. Okay, and we can just do this. And that should be blazing blood. Okay, so no, the tank isn't registered there. Well, we can actually solve that by going down 1 more layer, which will give us more space. And then just put it in the side of the structure. And yes, I'm using a pickaxe for that. Let me get my shovel. There we go, much better. Okay, then we just put the tank here, then put a seared brick there. That should still work, right? Perfect. Okay, we just smelt all of this good stuff up, and we should have what people would, or what I would consider a decent little operation here. And what we'll do is we could actually come around the front, put the seared drain here with a, actually no, put the seared drain here, the brick there, put this here, fluid pipe here with a wrench going that way. So that way you can actually just place whatever you have right there and let it fill. Okay, and then you can take this, place this. There we go, there's Manulin. Okay, so how many we got? 2 blocks and 6 ingots. Honestly, I really didn't calculate any of this. I'm just kind of going with it. So let's just go for 3 more, I think. And we'll just place our tank here. And this is a scorched ingot tank, so it works. That'll be fine. Okay, it should just file into here. Good. Okay, so why can't you make any more? Are you just full? Is that the problem? Alright, so let's actually grab a faucet and a basin. Actually, hold on. So the problem with this is Manulin only made through the alloyer. Like, is that a thing? Hmm. I don't know. I don't really know the difference between, like, the significance of an alloyer. I don't know. We'll see. Let's just grab a faucet. And a table. So what we want to make with this is a broadsword or a cleaver. Right? So what do we need for this? Alrighty, so what we'll need is, for the cleaver, we'll need a broad blade, which I've bookmarked, tough handle, so tough handle, which I don't even think we have a cast for, which would probably be in here, right? So cast. Okay, so we have a tough handle, we have a plate. What else do we need? We'll need to actually make a broadhead, right? So let's actually work on that real quick. Let me get that and I'll be right back with you. Alrighty, so we're just going to put a faucet here, put the table and the cast in here, and then we should be good. I think this takes quite a lot, actually. 8 ingots worth. So that's not too bad. Alright. And we'll grab that. Okay. And then we're going to switch the cast to tough handle, and we'll get 2 of these. And the tough handle, how much does this require? 3 per, so we'll be using 6. And we're just going to do 2 of those. Okay. And then we'll get a large plate. Did I actually look at... Is there anything for a large plate here? I don't think so. So we'll just do another one of these. And this should be a pretty decent cleaver, hopefully. Just purely manualing. Alright, let's go back inside and craft this real quick since the tinker stuff fully isn't out there. Okay, so we want cleaver, that, and that. Okay, so this would be a total of 14.12 damage, attack speeds 0.85. Okay. During combat, you deal more and more damage every time you hit an enemy, and then severing potentially blasts off head or other parts of mobs right off. Okay, so before we actually craft this, I want to look at something. Oh, what is our modifiers? 2 upgrades and 1 ability. Alright, so what do we got in the way of that, right? So if we look at upgrades, we have... So here's severing, right? Maximum up to 5 levels. So if we wanted to put more on there, we could, but it would be a little bit more. It'll be a little bit expensive, right? Okay. And slotless, you got like bonus, whatever that is. Okay. Oh yeah, you got the ability to add more upgrades. The dragon head is actually another ability slot. The upgrade, and upgrade. Okay. So what do we got? So haste, hydraulic, light speed. What is light speed? Okay, not something I would really care about. Weapon upgrades. Nothing I'm seeing. Necrotic, piercing, sharpness, severing, smite, sweeping edge, slotless. Okay. Abilities. Like, Unbreakable would be a pretty cool one to get sooner or later, of course. And of course, this is like Fortune as well. But it requires 1 ability slot. You have... Let's see. We also have exchanging, expanded, reach, silky. Okay. So things like luck wouldn't be bad, but I was kind of wondering, is haste actually ability? Okay. And 5% attack speed per level. So if you actually did haste, and that is 1 upgrade slot per level, maximum of 5 levels. Okay, so let's actually grab this. This should be a good one. And what we can do, right, is just grab a few of these. I think that'd be a good idea, right? Just getting it a little bit faster. Or do I want it to do a little bit more damage? That's a question, right? Because I could make it do more damage. Or I can make it sever, sever more. Questions. Let me figure them out and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so after a little bit of consideration, we're going to hold off on getting anything on this yet. We're going to get some necrotic bones first, right? Because that's something we need. So I just set up the enchanting room for the first time in forever. And, I was like, what kind of sword do I want to enchant? I was like, maybe a dark matter sword. Or, maybe even a red matter sword. We'll look at it, right? Now, if I enchant this would be a terrible idea. But I don't even know if I can actually enchant this at all. So we're going to grab some books, and we're going to grab some lapis, and we're going to go actually enchant this and see what happens. I might have set this up a little bit wrong. I was kind of curious if I could actually do something like this. So we're going to try this. I can. Cool. So I got, there we go. There's a 30, a 30, a 30. I'm not seeing anything that I really want. Holding, that's not too bad for later. Knockback. Alright, and we're out. So what did we all get? So Hydromatic allows throwing weapons to work underwater. Arrows pass through multiple entities. Razor's Edge and Quick Charge, that's not too bad. Hydromatic, holding, knockback 2. So nothing too fancy, right? And you can't enchant the red matter weapons. So that kind of sucks, but this is actually would be just a good sword in general. So I ain't too worried about it. Let's see. Okay, so we're charged up and all that. I do still want to try to get a looting sword, but this thing will actually just be good for combat no matter what. I don't really need to make anything other than a red matter weapon. But there is also modes as well, which we'll just keep it to hostile for now. Let's see. Let me go get some levels and I'll be right back with you. Alright, so after a little bit of, back and forth with myself, I realized that severing, you can actually get necrotic bones from severing wither skeletons. So the higher our severing is, the higher we have of actually getting stuff we want. Which is also, the actual wither skeleton skulls and all of that fancy jazz. But now, we just need to kill these guys. And not die from them. Because that's a lot of no-no. So I need to heal real quick. I need to get better armor and stuff sooner or later too. The thing is, I was looking at like dark matter and red matter armor. It's not really that great compared to netherite. Even though it has some, bonuses like knockback resistance and stuff like that. But I didn't really look at the gem armor. That's one thing I really need to look at. And you can see we've already got 5 necrotic bones, which is really good. So we're gonna keep on going. The maximum I think you can get is 2, maybe. I mean, that's what the things, says here, it says you can get 2. So, I don't know. Maybe that's just per level. I'm not sure. Alright, but we're looking for anything and everything to just kill. Alright, ripped its heart out, or its core. Okay. Get some blaze rods from those guys. Kind of waiting on wither skeletons to spawn here. I don't really care too much about blazes. That's just a normal skeleton. I know there was this one up here. I think I'm gonna go towards that one. I'll be right back. This one up here had a little bit more spawn rate, so I'm gonna go try that. I'm gonna go try and get some wither skeleton skulls, some necrotic bones, and stuff like that. And I'll be back with you guys in a second here. Alrighty, and we're back in the overworld. So we got 5 wither skeleton skulls, 1 wither bone, and 1 necrotic bone. Wither bones, if you don't remember, are what you need to make red heart canisters. And I think you can make them with the necrotic bones as well. So they're not really any point in having them in the game, but they're in the game. What did we need necrotic bones for again? Because I kind of just forgot. Oh, severing. So with severing, right? Since we only have 2 on this, getting it more would allow us to get just in general better results, and pretty much get a constant drop, I would assume, right? So let's actually do that. So we have necrotic bones. Let's throw the wither skeleton skulls in there for now, and let's get the rest of everything. So we need TNT and copper, right? So TNT. I have a few pieces. Can I make any more? Make a few pieces more. Let's just make 5 for now. And then we also needed copper. We have 666. That's a terrifying number, but okay. So we'll throw this in here, throw this in here, throw this in here, and this in here. Split this in half. That'll be 3. That'll be... Does that take a modifier away? Or an upgrade? I'm pretty sure it did. Okay, so we're out of upgrades, right? Need at least 1 upgrade slot to add this modifier. So if I remember correctly, we had a section in the book. Where is it at? Right here. For bonuses, right? Yeah. So we can either add a record, which we can do. We have a record sitting around somewhere. We also have... We don't have a head. I mean, we do have a wither skeleton skull if we really wanted to do something like that. So let's see. So if we went and grabbed pig step, I believe is what we have in here. Did I not put it in there? I swore I put it in here. Yeah, right there. I don't know why it didn't pop up. I just look up music disc, I guess, next time. Yeah, that's why. Okay, so we can actually take this stuff out for a second, put this in here, put this in here. That should give us an upgrade slot. Okay, and then we can actually put copper, necrotic bone, and TNT back in here. And that is severing 5, right? So we actually still have room for an ability, which I don't really know what I would want to do for an ability. Not really. I don't know. Tool can place glowing bolt. Actually, we can just look here. This is a better idea because then we know what's actually an ability, right? Gilded. 1 ability slot for 2 upgrade slots. I mean, we could do that, which wouldn't be a terrible idea because then we could do something like more damage or something like that. But we do have like unbreaking, but we need reinforced more. We could do luck. I guess that's an ability. But that would be like for normal drops. I'm not really 100% for that one. Harvest abilities. Don't really need harvest abilities, I don't think. Melting, spilling. I think what we'll do is we'll get a golden apple and we'll trade an ability slot for upgrades, right? That sounds like a good idea to me. Then that way we'd have 2 upgrades and we could do probably some damage. Well, do I want damage or do I want... Well, actually, let's just do it half and half. Let's grab some quartz. Let's grab a couple stack of quartz and a little bit of this, right? So we could do... Right, there's 1 upgrade. And then immediately go back with redstone. There's 2 upgrades. So now it's a little bit faster and it's a little bit more damage, right? So if we put this back in here, you can see that the attack speed is 0.9 now. So it went up 0.1, which is fine. And then the attack speed is from, I think 14 point something to 15. So we've went up just a little bit. I mean, that's not that much of an improvement. But then again, a little bit always helps, right? Okay, so we have severing, we have all of that. I am going to go back to the nether, I think off camera, and just, keep harvesting some bones, because we're going to get our health up. I think that's the next step. We're going to kind of gear up just to get towards the end and get towards the wither and stuff like that. But right now, I think what I want to do is actually look at armor real quick, just because we have a little bit, we're kind of over the time, but we're okay. So look at the chest plates here, right? So, chest plate. We have things, of course, like the gem armor, which is 8, 2, and 2.5. The thing is 8, 3, and 1. So it's kind of like, it's not a good idea to even go for red matter armor, honestly. I mean, the gem armor will allow for you to fly and things like that. But of course, it is quite, it just takes a lot. And I mean a lot. So, and this actually needs to be removed, the steel chest plate. By the way, I need to remove that. But, well, then we have power armor chest plates. Which honestly, this might be what we try to mess with in the next episode. Messing around with power armor, because it's not something I've done in a while. So I'm thinking I want to mess with this. And it is quite interesting. If you don't know, we'll real quick just look at this. Okay, so here is all of the stuff for modular power suits. And there's quite a lot, let's see. So here's the full suit of armor. You got the helmet, the chest plate, the leggings, and the boots. You also have the power fist, which basically is like an all-around tool. It's pretty cool. But if I hold shift, no installed modules. You can add some in the tinker table. There's platings, there's diamond platings, energy shields, transparent armor, solar generator, high efficiency solar generator, kinetic generator, thermal generator, whole bunch of just different stuff. And we're going to get into this because I'm not 100% versed with this mod because it's been a hot minute. So you can see here with that power glove or power fist, you have a pickaxe, shears, shovel, axe, leaf blower even. So a whole bunch of good stuff, and we're going to get into this in the next episode. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.